shy? Have a gander at the finest stock.
Perimeter's clear, Mom. Don't want any surprises. Yes, Mom.
Premium treat.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
Oh, if you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Any help from Jake?
Oh, if you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself. Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness. His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. If he does, he isn't sane.
What's that in his pocket? Looks
If
official.
you have an alternative in mind, please do.
Waiting for the sun forever. Monsters snuffling and stalking him.
He was investigating the House of Healing. Must have found something there, right?
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
monsters.
No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. Thank you.
But Baldur's Gate can't. If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers? I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcement. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Gortash. Your old boss. The man who sold you to Zariel. It seems he's calling himself Lord these days.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
We're discussing fist business.
An extra blade could be the difference between rescuing Duke Ravengard or losing him forever. I hope you'll help us.
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows for once.
You're heading into the towers, are you? Good. I pray...
If you're poking around this god's forsaken place, you must have someone in Moonrise, too. Hope you find them.
Heard you're meant to be heading toward the towers. A good soldier knows when he isn't the man for the job. So saith Floric. If you find us a way into the towers, we'll be there, shield to shield. Until then, we wait.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. The same way he dealt with my arrow in his eye, I suspect. Much as I share your desire for a simple life, we must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Just be sure it doesn't make you leap before you look. Infiltrate the towers, and Ketheric's downfall begins. What's more, you'll find the cure for that thing in your head. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out. Ketherick is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherick himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive.
Into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel. Come along, Isabel.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Fuck yes. Cry about it. Under their noses.
Excellent.
Go time. Eat it. In position.
You've saved me. I cannot take much more.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. Good, because your work here is only beginning. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
Why don't we ask Jahira? Maybe we should ask someone else.
Begone!
No, guys. It's fine. Jahira won't even notice we're gone.
Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from Eldorel? Maybe not, Mom.
I'd rather face Ketheric's armies than suffer traitors. Watch out for those flaming fists.
Karlach! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here. Gods, I'm glad to see you again. There's something I have to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news. I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that could make it possible for you to, well, touch people. Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick. Go on. Give us your hand. Damn. I'm good. And you... You're very touchable. Look, Karlak, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but... at this point, I think I might be beaten. I hope you're right, and I hope I'm wrong. Good luck, Karlak. Look after yourself, all right?
So, the gearhead can't fix this thing. It's really something, isn't it? Zariel would be fuming, seeing me so happy. I can't go back to Avernus. I can't let her get her claws in me again. Even if it means I have to... Hells. At least I'd be in good company. Just me and every other mortal in the realm. The old bucket's got a bit of life in it yet. Enough to get home. That'll do me. My gods, that'd be enough. That said, this thing might be a liability, but I'm allowed to touch people again. Let's take it out for a spin, hmm?
Got a good sense for horned freaks, and that ox is one of them.
No, still incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied?
quiet, and you won't have to find out. All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
Break them.
The witching hour. Indeed.
I am fury. I am death. Let my name be known.
May the dice roll in my favor.
I'm heating up.
Time to strike.
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
The wizard's quite...
Nowhere safe from this nor from shape-shifting cow blob things. Though you made short enough work of that one. Glad you handled it before it handled me. If you need something sharp, I have a few things left. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand. There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything?
Ugh. Just when I think I've seen it all. At least it's dead now.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything?
It's perfect, really.
Well, come close. Are you satisfied? It's a talent. I'm not a busybody. You ought to use me as an example, or you might get yourself in trouble. That's up to you. Good little hero.
Lois, if you need something sharp, I have a few things I can... If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Absolutely.
Can't sleep, so...
It's perfect.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything.
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
Don't be shy.
Karlach, if death is soon to take you, make every moment as rich. Fight viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. Make yourself known.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Karlach, that was a decidedly mixed blessing you received. My sympathies. But at least you can seek comfort now. Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie.
thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh. Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more. I check your hand, but you can still snap me in two, so, perhaps not.
I know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running empty. Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they... Your fate may be ordained, but your actions are not.
How beautiful it must be to know you can hold a hand, caress a cheek after going so long without. And don't you worry, we'll get you fixed up. There's always a way. There has to be. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. They want violence, they want control. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
You wish to speak?
He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
Playtime's over, pet.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil, and a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers, and you're getting him out. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Mizora's words may be flipped. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his...
Oh!
Your mind links with...
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and you'll connect...
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul-bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
I... F... Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? What damn language is this? What the hell's you? Wait. Did you say infernal? I suppose it couldn't hurt.
You run your eyes over the runes hacked into his flesh and recognize an all too familiar language. Infernal. It's the language of the hells. The lines describe oaths and the fires below, but the language is fragmented and strange. This is just a piece of a larger text.
And? What does it say? Ha ha! Tell me what it says.
And? What does it say? Infernal pact. But not even the whole text. What was that bastard up to? More dangerous than you thought, perhaps. I never had any doubt. But if this is part of a contract, it must be powerful, or valuable, or both. No wonder he wants me back. What have I run off with? I wasn't his only spawn, and he tortured us all. I imagine each of us are carrying a piece of this infernal contract. But what could a devil have offered Cazador? He had wealth, power, control. What more could you want? Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something. Will we? How sweet. Ah, my favorite traveler.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Speak your mind. I'm listening. Speak. One couldn't, and one shouldn't. Do as you like. The loss is not so much mine as yours. You made it abundantly clear.
Ah, my...
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it, but I'm not going to say I can already feel her scheming. She won't let me go without a fuss. Trust me on this. Not just rot. I'd have to fight. One of those mindless blobs clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. Yes, unless Mazora actually fulfills her promise and sets me free. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here. And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing. Saving those people in the grove. Not everyone would have helped. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already. I just hope my powers last long enough to see this through.
My...
It's true then. He's met Daniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Daniel. Without Daniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man. If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, we need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something. I don't deserve you, my friend.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, Honesty will serve you better than charity. I blundered into their trap, and it cost us. You have the honor of making up for my mistake. I trust that you will. A search burdened by unnatural darkness.
Mole would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at her. She's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Jahira wants to know about supplies when we make it home.
How's the barricade coming along? It ain't pretty, but it can take a bit.
Onsdag.